So, as you know, I came back to Furvilla after quite a long absence, and you might be wondering, has my playstyle changed? Short answer, not that much, but yes, it certainly has. I've gotten into the habit of making daily tasks more of a requirement. So I'm making sure that every day I do one normal quest and one plush collection quest, and this ensures that I'm going to amass a large amount of plushies and experience points in the different quest areas. Participating in the lottery, recycling things every day, checking on the giving tree once every now and then. These are all important things. I think that everyone should keep these in mind. Something that I often forget is checking the feast and the food drive. I am not really huge on the cooking career. I do think it's a really cool career. If I had more money to sink, then I would definitely participate in it. But right now I'm more focused on the villagers. I'm trying to get as many villagers as possible. So, miracle cures. This is something I constantly forget about. Not really part of my playstyle, but I always forget about this free doctor's appointment every day. If you have forgotten about it, just a reminder, check it out. Something that I remembered after seeing a hint post on Tumblr or something. Anyhow, so something that I'm incorporating into my playstyle a lot now is the warrior career, which is something I barely used earlier. As you can see, I have 2 notifications here from the general warrior career discussion, which happened 3 days and 2 hours ago. This is actually when I got back into Furvilla again, 3 days, 3 hours ago. So what's happened is I went on and was like, guys, help, my layout is bad, my warrior level is low, I've got literally no idea what to do. What equipment should I use? And these people were very helpful. Some of them actually sent me items which I completely didn't ask for, but they were kind enough and went, look, we get way too much loot from these guys, here's our extras. So I took it graciously, gave them some fur cash because I have an overabundance of the stuff, and continued trying to warrior. So right now I'm level 17, and I am not even a third of the way through this, but I have only been playing it again for 3 days. Hopefully, eventually I'll be able to get better equipment and participate in battles which will give me more experience points every round. So I might just quickly do this last battle before I continue. Something that I have changed in my playstyle is using the stall, which I did use previously, but I didn't use it as much as I am trying to use it now. I'm trying to have a constant update in it, so if there's anything that I don't want, I'll chuck it in there. I am still using the quick stock method for all the plants that I harvest and all of the excessive exploration items that I get, all of the resources, because they don't sell for much unless it's things like fairy dust, feathers. Selling equipment that you find from the warrior career nets you a huge profit, which I didn't even realize existed. This is a new market that I'm walking into. Tokens, also very valuable goods. Things like this, I don't really craft things, so selling the recipes I get is much more beneficial for me. I have plenty of these fairies at the moment. The candy cane fairies are rendered useless to me at the moment because I already have all of the plushies I need, so I might save them for next year, or this year I should say. But I'm not sure if they're going to update the candy cane fairies to include the new holiday items, or if the candy cane fairies will stay the same and only have last year's holiday items and the new ones will contain the new holiday items. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have any equipment that can accept bell fairies, so I'm considering selling off a majority of these. I know they go for a huge amount after the festival has already launched and completed. And, we're a few months in now. We're on the 5th month. This festival happened 5 months ago. So those fairies could gain me huge amounts of fur cash or $4 if I want to sell it for that. So yes, I'm using the stall and I'm using quick stock. So a quick, I don't think anything has, oh, things actually have been purchased. Sorry, I noticed 3 notifications prior to this. Something else that I'm considering working on, because I do think it will get me a profit, is crafting medicine. I've been avoiding crafting medicine for ages. I've been one of the people that purchase them and just feed them to my villagers whenever they're sick, because I get sick of crafting them. I see no point. I see resources as much more valuable if I just sell them off straight away, but I've realized that there's actually more profit in crafting the medicines. My problem is I wanted the instantaneous profits rather than placing them in the store. So that's something that I'm going to start doing. I'm just not sure if I want to change one of my explorers into a medicinal villager, or if I want to change like my construction worker into medicine. My construction worker doesn't do anything at the moment. I also have a very low amount of wood. I have plenty of houses, plenty of stables, and plenty of pots, so I don't really need them at the moment. I think Raspberry was actually previously a doctor. In fact, they have 4 out of 5 achievements. Perhaps this is the villager I will change career of. If I don't like it, I can always change it back later. So, they should have almost everything mastered. They have plenty of things not mastered. In fact, this has been made 0 times. This has been made only 3 times, but there are plenty of things in here that I've mastered, most of them being things that you will find in Quetzal Palace: the allergy paste, the height sedation bottled, rainstorm, feathering lotion, and medicinal gauze. So medicinal gauze does sell for the highest profits because it does cure the illness that is renders your village useless until you actually cure it, and by useless I of course mean that they can't work. They aren't useless, they still look beautiful. And you can still edit their profile and still roleplay with them. They're just a little bit sick. The only problem I have with recipes is that, because usually when I plant things, I plant whichever seed I have the most of at the time. My issue with recipes is that they require certain ingredients, so I have to look for and plant these certain ingredients and then harvest them. And things like flying squiggles and flying daffodil bunch, those are, I believe, rare or uncommon seeds. Yeah, rare seeds, and they take a lot of time to grow, so I have to be actively searching for them in the exploration minigame, because they do take quite a while to find compared to the common seeds, and I also have to be watching my timer so that I don't miss out on them. So that's pretty much all I have to update you on what I'm doing. So my playstyle is changing and adapting based on what I prefer doing now. Before it was just tedious tasks, and now I'm trying to do things as I want to do them to help me get closer and closer to my goal. My goals being, I want to own 100 million fur cash. It'll take time, but I want to get there someday. I want to own every single plush, and I want to have the highest level possible that you can achieve in the quests. All these things are going to take me several years, and I know it, especially the quests and the 100 million fur cash. But at some point, I would love to see those things on my profile. I think it would be wonderful to achieve such goals on the first ever pet site that I signed up to. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. I got quite a few likes on my last video, likes I was not at all expecting. I thought due to the inactivity on my channel, people wouldn't be watching anymore, but you guys are still there, surprisingly. I mean, it might sound a bit offensive, so if it comes across that way, I just assumed no one really cared about my channel anymore. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!